Hi, are you a desktop support engineer or a help desk technician or an L1 engineer who wants to upskill? So, mostly today we are going to cover one of the most respected and renowned certifications by Cisco in networking. So, this video guide is for you if you want to start a career in networking but you don't know how. Oftentimes, a lot of people they get stuck in desktop roles, or even if you are a fresh graduate and you have a degree, for example, in BCA or even BTech, but you're not able to get a job as a network engineer. So certifications are there to bridge the gap so that you can be hired by recruiters. It has been noticed that almost 80 to 90% of recruiters get impressed by certifications on your resume. Therefore, it's really important that you stand strong with your resume. So today we're going to talk about one of that peculiar or most important certifications that you must go for if you want to start a career in networking. So I'm talking none other than the CCNA certification. So here we are going to talk about everything starting right from what is CCNA, and secondly we are going to talk about what are the main topics or the core technologies that are covered in CCNA, followed by various job roles and what are the salary prospects. So first of all, you must know that there are almost around 500,000 plus CCNA certified professionals. So the CCNA was actually started in the late 90s by Cisco itself, and since then a lot of people have gone for that certification. Of course, they have landed various jobs, and you can expect an average salary increase of 25%, and the job placement rate is almost 90% with the certification. So now let's talk about what is Cisco CCNA. So if we enhance or if we talk about what exactly it actually stands for Cisco Certified Network Associate. So it's an associate level certification, right? And it is globally recognized. So no matter what, you are going to get hired globally, and it is recognized globally. So it is mainly for entry level networking professionals. For example, if you are, as I mentioned, a desktop support engineer or a help desk technician, or you are in any kind of support role, you can go for the certification. And in this certification, you mainly learn how to install, configure, operate, and troubleshoot medium sized routed and switched networks. So of course, you're going to work with routers and switches. They are the backbone of networking. And you learn how to configure them, install and operate, and as well as troubleshoot. So it covers all the foundational skills that you need to land a job, of course, in networking. So that's all about it. And it is actually the industry standard. There are, of course, many other certifications as well. If we talk about a vendor neutral networking certification, we have CompTIA. However, for CCNA, it is a proprietary certification, meaning you are actually preparing to work with Cisco switches, routers, hubs. So mainly you are actually specifically learning one single provider. So that is why it is globally recognized as well, because almost 70% of enterprises are implementing networks with Cisco's topologies and Cisco's switches and devices. And it has opened the doors to many different kinds of job roles, such as entry level network engineer, we have network administrator. So it has been a game changer, of course. And one of the best parts about CCNA is that you also learn about network automation. And according to the latest, syllabus of CCNA, you also learn how to automate networks with the help of AI. So of course, Cisco keeps on updating the curriculum, and it is going to help you a lot. Trust me on that. And then you also learn practical skills because you are going to learn everything hands on. So there's something called packet tracer. So there you're going to, for example, create your own labs, or you're going to simulate a real network across, a different country. You can do and prepare a lot of things. So of course, learning technologies and then giving exam based on your practical skills, it is definitely a game changer for your career. So now talking about the syllabus and the course content, so mainly there are wide spectrum of networking topics that are covered and they are divided into 6 domains. Starting with the network fundamentals, of course, you learn about the OSI model and the TCP IP model. So of course, so you're going to learn how there are different layers to the networks and how data is filtered and transferred. So that is mainly you cover here in OSI and TCP IP model. Then you learn about Ethernet and switching, IPv4 and IPv6 addressing indeed a very important topic. And then network topology, architectures where you learn about various topologies such as bus, star, etc. Then we talk about network access where we talk about the STP, which is a really important protocol to learn about. We have VLANs and trunking and wireless LAN components. Coming up to IP connectivity, here routing is introduced on a deeper level. And then we also have OSPF configuration and first hop redundancy protocols. Then we have IP services where we talk about NTP and SNMP. We have NAT and PAT, DHCP and domain name system. Then we cover up security fundamentals where you learn about ACLs and security threat landscape and how you can combat all those threats, on networks. So of course, some of the security part is also covered. So one of the best parts about CCNA is that it lays the foundation to further, extrapolate your skills into firewall. So if you're learning about the security fundamentals in CCNA, of course, that knowledge is going to get extended further and you can take the advantage of this knowledge to easily, transition to a network security engineer role. So a network security engineer, of course, he earns almost double the salary of a normal or a conventional network engineer. So lastly, we have automation programmability. Of course, as I mentioned, here you learn Python scripting for networks. So you get to learn, how to automate various tasks that are repetitive or iterated using Python scripting. So of course, Python has a simple syntax, so you don't need to worry if you are not handy with coding. That's completely fine. So you also get to work with Ansible, Chef and Puppet here, mainly when you're working in automation of networks. Then we also talk about REST APIs and JSON. We also learn configuration management tools. So that's all about the syllabus. Let's talk about the various job opportunities and what are the prerequisites. So that's all about it. Now we're going to talk about who can do CCNA. So here, the educational background, of course, you at least need to have a graduation degree. It's completely fine if you don't have a technical background. You can still go for CCNA, but it is recommended that you have a, computer science background. It is going to help you, of course, with the basics of how, networks work, how internet works, how various hardware devices work. So that's really important. And then, of course, system administrators, as I mentioned, support engineers, help desk technicians. CCNA is a perfect way to transition and upskill themselves. And then some of the basic computer knowledge is required and the internet concepts and some basic command line familiarity is going to work fine. So of course, CCNA is beginner friendly as it helps you land a job as a network engineer who is an entry level network engineer actually. So now let's talk about the various job roles and the salary prospects. So there are many exciting job opportunities after doing CCNA. So CCNA, it almost takes 2 to 3 months to complete it and then you can start applying for jobs. Of course, you can take the exam first so that you can add it on your resume. So first is network administrator. He is a professional who is responsible for maintaining computer networks, troubleshooting issues and ensuring network security and performance. And the average salary range is between 3 to 6 LPA and in USD it's 45 to 70K USD. Then next up we have network support engineer where you provide technical support for network infrastructure. So here the salary range is between 2.5 to 5 LPA annually, of course, and then in USD it's 40 to 60K. Next up we have network security specialist. So here security skills are actually getting implemented and it is one of the best roles. Of course, you can further transition into a network security engineer, as I mentioned, or a firewall engineer. So here you monitor threats as well and you ensure compliance with the security policies. And here the salary ranges around 4 to 8 LPA, and in USD it's 55 to 85K. Then we also have network analyst. So here you identify all the bottlenecks in the networks. You analyze network performance, right? You can also analyze the network traffic. So basically you can even use some of the SIEM tools. So that is again some another opportunity that you can explore. And here the salary ranges between 3.5 to 7 LPA in INR, and in USD it lies between the range of 50 to 75K. Lastly, we have systems administrator. So even you can go for this role. However, even if you are already a systems administrator and you want to validate your knowledge and you want to take the CCNA exam so that you can get the CCNA certification, you can go for this role. Then the last two roles, they consist of NOC engineer. It is a very popular role, network operations center, where you monitor network infrastructure 24/7, and you are able to respond to alerts and ensure continuous network availability. So here the salary ranges between 2.8 to 5.5 LPA, and in USD 42 to 65K USD. Then lastly, we have network implementation specialist. Here, you design and implement network solutions, you deploy new network infrastructure and manage network upgrades. So the salary ranges between 4.5 up to even 9 LPA, and in USD it's 58 to 88K. So that's it. That's how you can actually do CCNA. Now you must be thinking, what after CCNA? So once you do CCNA, it's really important that you work in the industry and you take hands-on experience. And then later on, after 2 to 3 years, you can go for CCNP. You can even specialize in various domains, be it enterprise or network automation like SD-WAN or etc. Or you can also become a network security engineer. And one of the best parts is that you can also become a network architect later on down the line. You can also become an IT manager or a network consultant, and then you can earn a salary even up to 25 LPA. So the scope is huge and it's really bright, and the field is quite lucrative. So of course you can go for that. So that's it for this video, and if you have any questions regarding the CCNA certification, or you want to learn directly from top 1% engineers who are already working at Cisco, then you can check out the link in the description. You can directly WhatsApp us for admissions. The latest batch of CCNA is starting really soon, so make sure that you keep a watch on that. Thank you.